5280 Sports Network, Nate Lundy, Shawn Drotar. It is your morning minute on an Overreaction Monday, as it always is an Overreaction Monday throughout the NFL. Let's be honest, most of the overreaction is happening in other cities, but here in Denver, the reaction to a 3-0 start, extremely positive, especially given the fact that they kind of opened things up a little bit yesterday in the game, Shawn.
Opened things up quite a bit. Obviously, the Bengals were stacking 8-9 guys in the box. The plan was to stop the Broncos' running game. That worked, but at the risk of seeing what happened with Trevor Siemian. Siemian threw for 312 yards, 4 touchdowns. Both Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas, who had been complaining a little bit earlier in the week about not getting enough touches, I think that got solved, and the Broncos definitively announced, Nate, against a good team, a team that's made the playoffs the last 5 years. This is a squad that now has a complete offense.
When we did the morning minute on Friday, one of the things Shawn and I did was shared some stats with you that we said if we hadn't seen the game, hadn't seen the score, what stats would we have to see in the box score to be able to know that the Broncos had won the game? And Shawn, you went 3 for 3 with yours. You said they had to have 3 offensive touchdowns. Got it. Needed to have 4 sacks at least. They had 4 right on the money. And go 100% with the field goals. Now, McManus only attempted 1 field goal,
right,
but he made it. So there's your 100%. Shawn hit it right on the head with those kinds of statistics. I think that one of the overreactions, if there has been one that we've seen so far this morning and even yesterday evening on Twitter, things like that, fans that are saying, well, wait a minute, this running game has to get a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Again, the overreaction makes no sense.
It doesn't. Like we talked about, 8-9 guys in the box the whole game. In the NFL, everyone's too good. The talent level is too good across the board. You can't take away everything a team can do. You have to pick one side and hope you can stop the other. The Bengals took away the Broncos running game. They did a brilliant job of it, but they found out they got burned. They tested Trevor Siemian, found out he now is for real, and boy, the Broncos are comfortable with him at this point. And the next team that faces the Broncos probably won't be able to take that approach.
Right. And obviously they came out of the game healthy as well. Okung was able to come back in. TJ Ward was able to come back in after being injured. A couple other Monday morning minute notes for you. CU with a huge win on the road against the Ducks in Eugene. As somebody who is an Oregon State grad, I can tell you Eugene is the biggest home field advantage in the Pac-12, period. So not only was it a statement win by CU to go on the road and get a victory, they did it in what is arguably the most hostile environment on the West Coast. So for them to have pulled off the win, congratulations to Mike McIntyre and the entire CU squad. That was a big win. If you look at the AP polls and the coaches' polls, no, they're not in the top 25, but they're getting not just a handful of votes. Now they're getting a significant number of votes when it comes to those 2 polls. So congratulations to CU on a very big win. Also a bittersweet weekend, despite all of those things that happened here locally throughout Colorado. A legend is lost in Arnold Palmer late last night, and an up-and-coming legend, a gentleman who probably would have been the highest paid pitcher in the history of baseball coming up here in a couple of years, is lost. So kind of a mixed emotion weekend.
Oh, devastating weekend. I mean, you have like you put unfulfilled potential in Jose Fernandez, a guy that in his first 70-something games of his career was as good a pitcher as that we've ever seen. Lost at 24, and then Arnold Palmer, the most famous and significant player to ever play golf, lost at 87. Just a devastating and remarkable bookend to that day. But we'll move on.
Yes,
the thing, and Palmer's legacy will always be safe. It's Fernandez that's tragic.
Yeah, it is. And you're seeing that throughout the baseball community in terms of how teams are reacting and what he meant, even though he didn't play for their teams. So your Monday morning minute, it's always an overreaction Monday. More to be able to talk about with the Broncos. Another road game against Tampa coming up this weekend, so we'll be talking about that throughout the week. More on the aftermath of CU's big win, etc., all the way through the week. Make sure you're keeping track with the morning minutes. You can hear Shawn and I on Mile High Sports Radio every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m. We hope you'll join us for that. For Shawn, I'm Nate. See ya.